Hi. So with all the different like variations and versions of Batman and the members of the Bat family, where do you think Bat Fam stands in comparison to everything that's come before?
How do you mean stands?
I guess like I actually don't know how I mean that. I'm sorry. I guess in terms of aesthetic, like did you borrow from a particular like version, or is it like working on making it its own thing?
Yeah. I think our property is eclectic to a lot of different versions. We pull a little bit of 66 and a little bit of like Tim Burton, a little bit of Schumacher. Like, it's all in there, but they're kind of more Easter eggs. I think a lot of it for us is like exploring those spaces of Batman that don't necessarily get explored, like seeing this very domesticated Bruce that doesn't wear tuxedos, wears flannels and dad sneakers, And so, like where it stands amongst the others, I think, each one's like a pillar, and all different executions of Batman. And this one is more, for family sitcom, family action adventure, family sitcom.
Okay. Well, in that vein, is there a particular sitcom that you drew inspiration from, or I don't know, stole a storyline, or not stole, made an homage?
Not particularly. I mean, in a way, family sitcoms focuses on family, So that was a big thing for us. Is we really wanted to see like one of the things I'm really excited about is what does the Bat Fam look like just eating breakfast, and beginning at this like everyday place that like is familiar to everybody, right?
Really gritty.
Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. So starting these places that are like familiar to everybody. So, but then where does that go? So like if Damien gets a bad trade, for example, or if Damien has a field trip, what does that look like for the Bat Fam, versus another property? It's going to look a lot different.
Is there a particular theme that's pretty common in like the family shows that you were eager to explore with Bat Fam?
I mean, overall, it's the family thing, the family dynamics. But we have, Damien has essentially two grandfathers. He has, Alfred and Ra's al Ghul, and so there's a dynamic and the competition that comes out between those two. We have Man-Bat who comes in as a lot of comic relief. He's more of like the disheveled scientist versus like the scary Man-Bat. It's kind of more of a villain. Ours is a little more of like a crazy uncle that like lives in the basement. We have Claire Selton that's in the fold. She's sort of like becomes Damien's older sister. So anyway, sorry.
One last question. Halloween is coming up. How does trick-or-treating go with Damien?
That's so funny because we had a trick-or-treating story a long time ago about time, but it got shelved. So if we get more episodes, if everybody watches and gets really excited, we get more episodes. Yeah, I think we have a trick-or-treating story in the mix. But I hope I see some Damiens in that. I hope I see some kids dressed as Damien.
I'm sure, probably.